My feeling, I'm French, so in
Yeah.
French we have a food culture. I mean, food is really something important in the culture. From my point of view, doesn't exist in India.
So, like Indian food has consistently been rated amongst the top 5 cuisines in the world, um, across many studies conducted in the world. So, do you think Indian food lives up to that expectation? Like, can compete with Italian, French cuisine, Chinese cuisine?
Well,
You can talk about
no,
Indian
no,
food in
I
general.
will be tell you my feeling. I'm French, so
Yeah.
in French we have a food culture. I mean, food is really something important in the culture. From my point of view, doesn't exist in India.
Oh,
India is not a food culture.
no?
India is food is there to feed you.
Right.
We eat in India
To survive.
to eat because it's a necessary things to do. So people eat and then they leave. You go in a restaurant in France, people eat and then they take their time to eat, the chat, it takes so long, and then after they have coffee and you know, and the chat around the table. And the meals are an important social activity. Well, you go to a restaurant in India, people eat fast, a lot, big plates of rice, and then twice, and then they leave.
Right. So the food culture as such is not.
I don't find it to be, and in that, so because it is not so present, often the quality of the food is not.
That.
There's not really, I find, at least from what I've experienced, there's not a real pride in making high quality food. You know, we just make food.
Right.
It's edible, it's palatable, there's
Right.
nothing, you know. So if you are lucky to go in a restaurant where there's a good cook, it'll taste better. But it's not like we are trying to, we pride ourselves in making good food. Well, in France, the restaurants, they pride themselves in making good food. It's the pride of the cook to make. Here, it's the pride of the cook is to make food. Make enough, make it comes quick on the table, it's warm, it's hot, it's satisfying,
Right.
it fills your belly. And so this is a bit my
Your experience.
I don't know the north of India.
Right.
I haven't traveled much. I've traveled a bit in the south. It varies also in the south, the quality between the state. I find Tamil Nadu to be on the lesser side, even though I'm sure in Chennai, which I don't know, there's probably some very good restaurant. Andhra was a bit better. Goa is nice. Kerala also maybe. But overall, I don't find that as the French have, you know, this this pride in, you know, like, and even in the homes where I have eaten, you know.
You always had like occasion food.
No, it depends on the cook. If the cook is good, but it's mostly like give a lot. You know, the quantity is also more important than the quality. You know, we live a lot of. So this is my impression. You know.
Okay.
So I personally will not rate it
Okay.
in the top 5. I mean.
Cool. Fair enough.